What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all already know what the vibe is, man. 88 peace and prosperity. Hey, man, y'all thrash the like button, smash the like button, hit the like button. I'm gonna give everybody that's up in here at least like 15 seconds to get comfortable, to get the like button right. Yeah. What's down, tribe? Hey, look, man. I'm $25 down, right? Hey, this video right here, we about to go in. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. This one about to be a couple bombs in that bit, you hear me? But like I was saying, I'm $25 down, man. Y'all look out for me on the Cash App, tribe. Let me get a couple of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Look out for me on the Cash App so I can get that new phone, so I can get back to editing videos, get back to recording some music, you know what I'm saying? Get back to this high velocity content that I'm gonna drop for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just $25 down. Anybody wanna look out, please and thank you. The Cash App is $781 THEVBYZ. Now let's get it. You hear me? Hey, this was brought to you by OrganicVbyz. Y'all see me? Now look, say it with me. That light force is that light source. Say it with me. That light source is that light force. One more time. Say it with me. That light force is that light source. Yeah, see me. Let's get it. You hear me? Hey, this about the chosen ones, and it's about the SR. It's about chosen ones, and it's about semen retention. So I'm walking down the main street, so it may be a lot of noise going on, but hey, this bitch marinating like a motherfucker. This bitch balling. You hear me? This bitch bubbling. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta pass out them hot plates. You hear me? But chosen ones and semen retention, right? That's why I gotta get that new phone, because I want to edit these motherfucking videos. I want y'all to get this shit real. I want that shit to smack y'all real hard. You hear me? Where's my powder? But look. Man, listen, man. Y'all ever saw on the X-Men Cyclops, right? Y'all know Cyclops, he shoot the lasers and shit out his eyes, right? But then you also know he needed some assistance with controlling his power. You understand what I'm saying? So look, peep this shit out, right? If you're a chosen one and you're on semen retention, if you're doing semen retention, and if you a chosen one, listen, bro, your eyes are like Cyclops, right? They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? You understand what I'm saying? The levels of the eyes, the whiteness of the eyes will tell you so much about a person. Just like if you see the yellow in the motherfucker eyes, you know that motherfucker got liver failure. You hear me? So look, bro, the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? And then first and foremost, I'm going to give y'all a quick little story time about me. And then I'm gonna get into the motherfucking meat and bones. We gonna eat the fruit and plant the seeds, right? Alright, so look. I was in Jacksonville. I was in Jacksonville, Florida, you heard me? Got kidnapped, got put in the jail. But it's like when I was in jail, bro, a lot of times I went to jail. Right? It's because it's my political views. I'm not abiding by the Matrix rules. Maybe I just did some shit, you feel me? But this time I ain't do no shit. I could be accountable for that. You hear me? So, and it's like a lot of times when I went to that bitch, it wasn't like, it was punishment. It was more like detox, cleanse, heal. There's a couple esoteric, forbidden or forgotten motherfuckers that got some upper echelons 1111 type of knowledge, wisdom, spirituality, intellect that I must receive or download or sponge up. You understand what I'm saying? So, last time I was in jail, you heard me? I was in that bitch. I ain't really fuck with nobody. I ain't really talk to nobody. Motherfuckers had to talk to me. Had to engage with me. I only talked to one person. Besides that, everybody else talked to me. And only person I talked to, I asked if I could read his Bible. Dude said no. He was like, not right now, bro. Just give me a little minute later. I'm like, what? on some fucking wait later type. This ain't no layaway, boy. This ain't Walmart, boy. I'm not waiting. The fuck? I just want to read your Bible, blood. And you ain't even reading that bitch. And I was like, what type of demonic shit? You don't want me to read the Bible. And then somebody heard me. And they was like, hey, bro, you trying to get some books to read? I was like, yeah, something, you know what I'm saying? Something that I could get, I could download type shit. So my bunkie, he was like, yeah, bro, just make sure I get my book back. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me a little workout book with some workout techniques I ain't never seen. You feel me? So I installed that shit to my program. Now, peep this all right. My bunkie and 99% of the dudes, especially because, bro, in the jail cell, bro, and I went to 3 different jails. And then when I went to 3 different jails, I went to 3 different parts of each jail, right? So, because they were just, you know what I'm saying, they was testing the waters with a nigga in each jail cell I went to. Each different jail I went to. So, you know what I'm saying, I manifested and I visualized myself out that bitch, right? Because I'm eating right, I'm drinking, I'm working out, I'm meditating, I'm doing gratitude and affirmations. I'm not josing nobody. I'm not doing none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Only time a motherfucker, any conversation, a motherfucker asks me if they want my little powder pack. Because I ain't drinking that shit shrink your balls and shit, nigga. You feel me? So, boom. I'm working out, meditating and shit like that. And I'm also doing SR, bro. You know, I mean, bro, I ain't gay, you hear me? But some motherfuckers was in that bitch getting it in. Some motherfuckers was touching they cells. You heard me? I'm like, bro, this ain't the environment for none of that type of shit to go on. You know what I'm saying? I love straight womb man, boy. Straight girl, female. Wata. Me gusta el cuño gorro. Ah! Yansimi. So, boom, you hear me? Not only was it just my bunkie, it was a lot of motherfuckers, bro. Like, everybody that was on demon time, that was on the dark side, that's wicked, that's evil, that be gossiping. All of them type of shenanigans, you heard me? They be in cahoots with that type of behavior, you heard me? When I look at them, they'll look off. They'll drop their eyes. You know what I'm saying? They'll look the other way. And I remember because I basically manifested myself out of jail, bro. I visualized it and I manifested. That's where all my energy went. Instead of doing what these niggas doing, they be staring at you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking all in your face and shit, all in your eyes, all in your mouth and shit. Like, what you want, bro? I'm not what you want, bro. I want the opposite of what you are. I don't get it how you want what you are. You should want the opposite of what you are. You know what I'm saying? If you broke, you should want the opposite of that. You should want to be rich or wealthy, have some type of stability, you hear me? I'm like, nah, they on some weird shit. But look, tribe, let's get into this shit, you hear me? So look, trash the like button, you feel me? So boom, not only was it my bunkie and buku other motherfuckers, like I said, that's witches and warlocks, shapeshifters, manipulatippers, evil motherfuckers, all of those different branches of the tree of wickedness, right? Whenever the tree of wickedness, anybody that comes from that fruit, comes from the tree of wickedness, comes across the tree of righteousness, and everybody that breathe fruit, eat fruit, share fruit of righteousness, walk in righteousness, we all have a specific light inside of us. You understand what I'm saying? We have a light inside of us. AKA, at the same time, that light inside of us is a reflection of our life force. I don't know if you ever looked at somebody's eyes like real fast or caught them off guard or just look them in the eyes and they get to squint in the eyes. Especially if you're a chosen one, you got to notice this shit. Because just like Cyclops, you got these beams coming out your eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's why every day when you get up, when you go in public, whatever, you're supposed to anoint your forehead with some extra virgin olive oil. You understand what I'm saying? Some black seed oil. Switch it up, but really you need the extra virgin olive oil. That's what my granny used to do for me. That's what she taught me to do. To anoint that sacred secreted gland that's in the middle of your brows. You know what I'm saying? The middle of your brows. You dig? In the middle right here. It needs to be lubricated and greased. Just like cherries is good for your bones and anti-inflammatory. You know what I'm saying? To keep that hydraulic fluid right and that lubrication right. Keep that joint right. You know what I'm saying? The same way, on the same type of time, different type of tip. Feeding that spiritual body, you know what I'm saying? Also that mental body, you know, Christ anointed oil, his protection, the most high protection amongst us and on us. You must use that extra virgin olive oil and rub it and dab it in the middle of that forehead, you know what I'm saying? Between your eyebrows, you know what I'm saying? Your eyebrows, but you know what I'm saying? Your brows, your eyebrows, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, whenever you look at the demons and shit, you blinding them, bro. Because the light inside you, you know what I'm saying? I noticed that shit heavily when I was in jail, dog. I mean, every time I would look at my bunkie, like he would look at me. And that's another thing I noticed, dog. When you moving righteously, when you moving in authenticity, when you walking with the light, the people that's walking in darkness can see you. That's how they can see you, bro. That's why the hive mind is able to activate and act the way that they do with you. You heard me? Because they could see the light in you, bro. You the golden goose that lays the golden egg. And a lot of people that's knowing they're not going to even get a piece, or get the nibble, or get not even a piece of the shell from the golden egg that hatch. They don't want to see what's inside that egg hatch, which is your God-given abilities, your dreams, your passions. You know, the things that you would do that money can't buy, or that money will be able to take care of you because you're doing your due diligence to society. Excuse the noise, I told you it's the gang stalkers. It's the Matrix, and they know I'm talking that hot shit, right? So, you know, when you got that life force essence, like I said, your life force is your light source. Your light source is your life force. Your life force is your light source. So you have to protect that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a chosen one, and the Most High did not give you your spouse, did not give you your kingdom marriage. You know what I'm saying? You know that this person that you with, y'all are not equally yoked. Then that's not who the Most High sent for you. That's probably who you went sending for. You know what I'm saying? Who you were seeking after. You should seek what the Most High seeks for you, not what you seek for yourself. When you don't understand what's going on, don't try to go off your own understanding. Now I'm understanding this matrix a lot more. I'm walking through the matrix and you know what I'm saying, seeing the same couple gang stalkers and shit, same familiar faces. Wherever I go, ain't no such thing as a coincidence. You constantly cross the paths with people. Because all this is a show. It's the Truman Show. Ain't none of this shit real, but everybody saw what's going on. And you forgot, you know. But like I said, man, yeah, we walking through gang stalking land. All the zombies and shit. You know, they don't have the light. That's another pro and con. Another accolade that comes on this lifestyle. Even when you're a chosen one, even when you being celibate, the gang stalkers is going to come. Because the matrix have to assign this to you. Because you no longer participate in the rat race. You're no longer participating in the role that the society and the matrix prescribe for you, designed for you. You know, there's two bodies. You know what I'm saying? Look at this gang stalker. She got caught. Because they trying to do that little flicker shit and condition you to that shit. So your attention and your energy and your subconscious mind will always make your conscious mind pay attention to catch on to that shit. But you got to stay focused on what you're doing. Because I said, bro, they know you have the light. They know you have the glow. Hold on, I got to get on the board real quick, y'all. So we might get a little bit loud. Hold on. That baby. Let me cross the street real quick. But like I was saying, though, they know what they seek, and they know what you seek. It's like playing San Andreas or some shit, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me get out this parking lot. Like I was saying, though, it's like playing San Andreas and you about to fight somebody. You could feel when that energy is engaged and somebody is synchronizing with you, your nervous system is locking in with you, right? So Wherever your eyes go is no difference from a lighthouse. Wherever that beam of light go, you know what I'm saying, it goes in a circle, right? So whatever direction you look into, the kingdom of darkness can see that as well. Because like I said, like Cyclops, you got beams of light coming out of your eye, coming out of your body, radiating from your body, radiating all in your face, but definitely coming out of your eyes. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they say the eyes are the windows to the soul. And what you eat can either add darkness or add light to your soul. And I mean that physically, mentally, and spiritually. You eating junk food, fast food, processed food, it's gonna add darkness to the body. You watching toxic videos, it's gonna add darkness to the body. You listening to toxic music, it's gonna add darkness to the body. You know what I'm saying? And if it add darkness inside the body, then the mind's eye cannot see within the body to give the right proper diagnosis between the body and the brain, what needs to be healed, what needs to be fixed, what has a toxicity, what has a deficiency. But when you sun gazing, you grounding, you listen to harmonizing music, you working out, you utilizing gratitude, you sun gazing, you getting the sun, you eating righteous, you in your word, you reading your Bible, you reading your book, you read your Quran, whatever book you in, or you reading the hieroglyphics that you have within yourself. You understand what I'm saying? That's the brighter your light get. And it's just like Cyclops, dog. When you look darkness in his eyes, when you look anybody in their eyes, they could see the light where it's going, bro. I done tested this theory out so many motherfucking times. It was time to make a video about this motherfucker. Cause I'm in public right now, right? There's a lot of dark figures. Well, basically, 99% of the people outside me and around me, they are darkness. They are part of the program. They are part of the matrix to make it seem like what the fuck is going on. It really is, but it really ain't. Because nothing is important outside of this bitch. The most important thing in the matrix is you. You are the product. And if you have not become master of yourself, if you have not realized who you are, if you have not stepped into the role of being the chosen one, you understand what I'm saying? Then guess what? The matrix gonna choose for you what it wants you to do. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you're moving like that, you could lose your position. Because when you don't use it, you lose it, right? So peep this out. Being on SR or being celibate, being a Brahman, that also strengthen that light within your body, within your mind's eye. You understand what I'm saying? Because you holding your life force essence. You holding you're marinating and you're concentrating the fumes, the plasma, the blood, the liquid, the juices, all of these different aspects that make your body up, right? You are letting these different fluids marinate. You know what I'm saying? Become more concentrated, become more potent, which is increasing the lumens and the lights, what is being produced out of your mind, body, and soul, aka having the glow. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people living in darkness. A lot of people not living in the light. A lot of people not living in authenticity. It's a difference from artificial and authenticity. It's a difference from authenticity and artificial. You understand what I'm saying? If you ingest or digest anything that's artificial, you will get sick. I don't give a fuck what it is. Artificial lights, artificial flavoring, artificial food, artificial fabrics, you will get sick one way or another, on a big scale or a small scale, because it's not authentic, it's not organic. You understand what I'm saying? The difference from drinking artificial orange juice and having orange juice is the orange juice has the substance, has the fluid, has the life force, has electromagnetism inside of it. That orange juice that's artificial don't have neither, nor. You understand what I'm saying? So when you preserving your life force essence, that adds to your Cyclops beams, that add to how many beams you could beam out, how strong your beam is, how long your beam is, how further your beam is, your gauge, your glaze. You understand what I'm saying? Because the eyes start to become more fuller, more white, and more cleaner and more healthier. You understand what I'm saying? The more that you preserve your life force essence, right? Now, another thing I wanted to say is, hey, bro, if you don't ooze, you won't lose. But if you ooze, you gonna lose. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, your life force essence is what? That light essence. That life force essence is that light essence. That life force essence is that light essence. You understand what I'm saying? That light source is your life force. Your life force is your light source. Your light source is your life force. Say it one more time with me. Your life force is your light source. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever the state of health that you in, the demons can see it radiating off your body. You can see it radiating out your eyes. That's why I got to get the cell phone so I can upload these clips for y'all. Y'all ever watch Hercules, the cartoon movie? And remember when he had to go jump in the underworld to go save Megan, right? He started to lose his glow. And then it was going to be able to cut his silver lining. It was the three witches, the three orphans, the three oracles was going to be able to cut his life force essence and leave him in the underworld. You understand what I'm saying? So when you oozing out your oozing, you giving away, you running up your light bill first and foremost. You going to make your light bill get sky high. And then at the same time, some of the light bulbs going to be busted, going to be burst, going to be burnt out. They're going to be dim. They're not going to be as bright as they're supposed to be when you're not eating right, when you're not saving your life force essence. You understand what I'm saying? When you're not respecting and walking only by the word of the Most High, the source. When you're not in alignment, it's going to get low. When you're in alignment, that bitch going to be all eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? When you're not in alignment, bro, it's like trying to be in the car, cutting the light on. You know what I'm saying? When you're in alignment, it's like all the lights on at the football stadium. You know what I'm saying? So wherever you look, wherever you glance, that's also how the hive mind can see what's going on with you. If you are participating, if you have been participating, been thrown in the program of gang stalking and being a targeted individual, but that's for another up, you heard me? But like I was saying, if you saving this life force essence and you a chosen one, the gaze, the glaze, the beams, your high beams gonna be bright as a motherfucker. You ever had somebody driving behind you and shit and fucking hit you in the back of the head with the high beams and blind your ass and shit? Yeah, that's the same shit that happens when you looking out your eyes, when you living in the word of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? When you walking in alignment, when you eating right, when you meditating, when you producing gratitude, when you producing your affirmations through your vocal chakra. You understand what I'm saying? That's what brighten your lights. That's what add more lumens. You understand what I'm saying? To the lighthouse. Because I said, bro, if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. So when you're not using that light for the right things, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna lose that light because you investing in it in the wrong things, you hear me? You got all these motherfucking bums and motherfuckers, food trucks and shit outside you, plugging up their extension cords, trying to feed off your light, trying to eat off your light. You know what I'm saying? Trying to throw dirt in your firewood, trying to put your fire out. Don't let nobody kick no sand in your motherfucking fire if they ain't coming to bring you no firewood. We ain't playing that shit with nobody. You heard me? So keep your principalities intact. Keep your life force essence intact. You're supposed to say that. Especially if you're a chosen one, bro. If you ain't married or you don't got no kingdom spouse or you know that this person ain't come from God, you ain't supposed to be oozing. You ain't supposed to be busting. You ain't supposed to be lusting. You ain't supposed to be trusting. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be in a relationship with the Most High because that's going to be your first and last relationship. You understand what I'm saying? On everything. So you need to be in cahoots with that. You heard me? Saving your life force essence because your light source is your life force. Your life force is your light source. Your light source is your life force. You understand what I'm saying? Everything that you feed your life force, you know what I'm saying, gonna up you up, gonna heal you, gonna brighten you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us chosen ones, we got the healing ability. We could do Reiki, sound healing, crystal healing, remove any illness or disease or virus that someone may have, especially depending on our intentions and our vibrations and the way we feel about that person. You know what I'm saying? The way that person feel about its situation that the Most High presented to us for us to deal with and evaluate. You understand what I'm saying? So You don't want to be casting your pearls amongst swine. You dig? Because if you healing the wrong people, you giving your energy to the wrong people, you giving your love to the wrong people, you giving $100 to a penny. You heard me? You casting your pearls amongst swine. That's the shit that make you go bankrupt. That's the shit that got you on the side of the road now. Now you need a jump. You can't give everybody you see on the side of the road a jump. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta say, let them know, like, hey, I called them for you. I made a call for you. You feel me? You dig? The rest is on you. If you really want to get up out of there, you really want to better your situation, you got to start putting in rotation, you know what I'm saying, those words, you know what I'm saying, affirmations, you dig, of prosperity, perpetuating that motor, you know what I'm saying, keeping that loop of consistency and persistency going on. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing else. You hear me? But, yeah, man, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all about your eyes are the windows to your soul. And also, you know, the demons can see you, bro. They can see where your eyes glancing at. They can see what view you in, because you may not be able to see it because your ass ain't fucking evil. You ain't fucking rotten. You understand what I'm saying? Fresh fruit could smell rotten fruit, and rotten fruit could smell fresh fruit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they get irritated and aggravated, because you are the apple of the Most High's eyes. You understand what I'm saying? You are the apple of his eyes, of God's eye, and you fresh fruit. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna hit the ground like a lot of these rotten apples did. You gonna land in somebody's hand, and then when you land in somebody's hand, somebody gonna split that open and plant those seeds and eat your nourishment. And by eating you, that's by watching one of your videos, you know, by purchasing one of your products. You know what I'm saying? And you helping somebody out that needed you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get people to eat the fruits of your labor, you know what I'm saying? And for them to plant the seeds, you understand what I'm saying? Because we eat to live. We don't live to eat. You dig? So the more you eat to live and don't live to eat, that's the more that light source, that life force start to glow, start to radiate. You understand what I'm saying? Start to get more potent, start to get more concentrated, start to get more strong. That's the more you be able to start to save more people. The more you save yourself, you get to save more people. You know, I ain't saying you got to be on this motherfucking beat Captain Save-A-Ho, but you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong. We're looking out for people. When you do good for people and to people that need it, that desire it, that's looking for it, that shit come back tenfold, man. And that shit feel good. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things money can't buy, man. There's a lot of things drugs can't heal, drugs can't fix it, drugs can't hide. You know what I'm saying? But love coming from the Most High and being authentic, you know what I'm saying? All that could clear all that up. All that could be out on the clearance rack ASAP, you know what I'm saying? But when you ain't preserving your life force essence and you not following the word of the Most High, all of your prayers, all of your actions, all of the things you seek, your financial life, your spiritual life, your mental life, all that shit gonna be on layaway. You heard me? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But when you walking righteously and you walking in your word, you know what I'm saying, you living with the Most High, you practicing celibacy, semen retention, you know, you saving your life force essence, your shit gonna be delivered outside probably by the night or probably by tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You can use Amazon. You got Prime membership when you close to the Most High. You heard me? When you in your life force essence, you understand what I'm saying? Things come easily to you. And it's different from the method of easy come, easy go. But you know what I'm saying? When you live in this life on hard as fuck, on the hardest mode possible, things become easy for you. Things come easy to you. You understand what I'm saying? Because the Most High see what you got going on. You know, random strangers and people gonna be assigned to you and assist you because you helping yourself. You understand what I'm saying? People see you helping yourself, they don't mind helping you. You understand what I'm saying? People make the world go round. Whether they wrong or they right, people make the world go round. You understand what I'm saying? Every time somebody, there's people that was born to be problems, and there was people that was born to be solutions. So you got to be grateful for each and every one of them, you know what I'm saying? Because a problem, in my eyes, the same way you should see it, is like going to the gym and getting a dumbbell. Sometimes you're not able to lift that 100-pound dumbbell yet. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on them 25s till you get to them 50s, them 50s till you get to them 75s. Then you can lift that 100-pound dumbbell, you know what I'm saying? Which is your trials and tribulations, your problems in life. They could be lifted. The more you stay consistent and stay persistent, the more you pray, the more you do gratitude, the more you do these affirmations. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High, you know what I'm saying? Every time you work out, every time you eat righteous, that's more gas you add to the car. That's the more you're going to stay on F and the less on E. A sports is in the game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your motherfucking helmet on, man. Lock that motherfucking chin strap up. You know, a lot of motherfuckers be getting their chins bust out here. Gotta make sure your side steps and your, you know what I'm saying, your stiff arms is righteous, you know what I'm saying? Heisman of the year, bitch. You hear me? Go fuck with the EP. Go fuck with the music. Go lock in. Subscribe to the SoundCloud, to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get down with the membership, it's $15 total for fucking forever. This ain't no $15 a month shit. This is $15. And cash at me. Let me know you joining the membership. And then we're going to exchange information, emails, and numbers and shit like that. And I'm going to start to plug you into the, you know what I'm saying, the members only, the tribe. The hardcore of the tribe, the headquarter of the tribe. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to splash on the Cash App as well, it ain't going to hurt, squirt. You dig? Water me, I water you. The Cash App would be $781 THEVBYZ. Let's get it. You hear me? And I got some products coming out. You know what I'm saying? I got some other things I'm working on. And if you need a private consultation, you should also hit me up. You can see everything in the description. I'm about to upgrade the number, but I just wanted to chop it up. You know what I'm saying? You know, being a chosen one and being on SR, bro, that's what make your goddamn high beams the brightest it'll ever be. And all of these other different practices of self-care, self-love, and self-preservation of upper echelons, you understand what I'm saying? Of staying in the mind frame of abundance, gonna give you that. You know, gonna keep your lumens right, keep your light bill low. You know what I'm saying? Because when you ain't following the word of the Most High, you ain't living righteous. You know what I'm saying? You're not staying in those principalities. You're not staying in your stature. You know what I'm saying? That's when the light bill get high. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You hear me? But I ain't want to be no chatty patty. I'm about to go bust a move, go get my rotation started. The sun is gonna come out. It been a cloudy forecast since I got up, but it's gonna come out because I feel it coming. I feel it running. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop the rain. But yeah, man, I got I'm getting some new beats. I had a couple producers email me some more beats, so we're gonna check them beats out. We're gonna work on some new products, some new projects. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got the Earls. Y'all wanna fuck with that? Y'all wanna check with that? Basura. You know what I'm saying? For everybody that ain't working on self-care, self-preservation, and self-love, because this rotation is Self-Care Saturday. You know, you got a mind frame, a basura. You know what I'm saying? Basura. She used to hate when I say that shit. And I used to work at a Michael Green's farm when I was in Miami and shit. And my manager, she was Spanish. She used to teach me all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I just wanted to chop it up with y'all, you know, on the SR, on that Chosen One tip. You understand what I'm saying? Hit y'all with the combo. You dig? It was something else I wanted to say too. But it's a lot of stimulation going on. And this crow wilding. He really telling me it's time for me to get out the area. Go get to my little sanctuary, my spot. Because I ain't break my fast.